Morning, YouTube. Sunday morning in me garage. Morning coffee. Years ago, I didn't know it. I know these are stainless steel with brass in the ends. This one's actually got a little bonus. But got a plastic hose on the inside. Well, me being dumb and stupid, or young and stupid, or old and stupid, or whatever you want to call it, was not paying attention to them very well. I thought you could just bring them in like that, you know? No, you can't do that. They have a rubber liner in them. So it'd be considered dirty stainless, right? That's not counting the brass on the ends. I don't think I've seen this fitting before. Ain't got water in it yet. Excuse me. But hey, it's all brass, right? Take the rubber plug out, and there it goes on the floor. See, the whole thing comes apart. That's pretty heavy, actually. I don't know, you think that would be handy to hang on to for some reason? Yeah. The only way to keep it together is put the rubber washer back in, right? Who knows? You think you might need that for something? Why not, eh? Maybe I want to turn a garden hose into a little dinky hose. I don't know. There we go. We're hanging on to it. You talked me into it. Thank you. You pick these up, they're easy to strip. Parasite cutters. Kind of rip them out of there. Get a nice rubber hose out of them if you want the hose for anything. We'll clean these up later. Push the whole braiding down. Takes a little convincing at first, but once you get it going, the hose reveals itself. Just a little rubber black hose in it. Not always black, but obviously this one is. So now that I have it started, I'll cut the other end off. I have no use for these. If I hung on to every single one I got, I'd probably have about 100 of them by now. You don't know how good they are. If you're ever going to hook one up, you're better off just to buy a new one than a used one, right? You don't need to come home one day and find out your whole kitchen's flooded because you're too cheap to buy a new one. Oh, well, it came with the old one. Yeah. Hopefully you're seeing this all right. Put it in the vise. Got a little more of it out now. This one's being a little stubborn. Of course, I'm doing it on camera. And you can't just pull it off because it tightens. You gotta help slide it. They do come apart. You pull on the other end, it just pinches it. So And then you have been set free. Clean stainless braiding. One rubber hose. Like I said, it isn't that difficult. Then this just goes in the garbage. It's too bad everything has to go in the garbage. Like, the irony, eh? People see you picking up scrap. Yeah, you're keeping it out of the landfill. But yet we're filling the landfill with garbage. Plastic that doesn't. Steel should be in the landfill. You know what I mean? Because at least it'll downgrade back to iron. Or correct me if I'm wrong on that point. So these are yesterday's dishwashers that I took apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be another one that already was in pieces. Yes, it's over there, right? This guy. This one here requires a little more work to get him completely out of there. I have to turn the center dial, but he takes the torque screw. This one is a little different style. Also takes the torque screw. Looked like he was a dual. It's one inlet and 2 outlets. And then of course all these guys. The water control motors that tell the machine when to let water in and when not to. Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you on those hoses, and then you just take the rest of it apart, right? They are brass. You got to clean that out. There's a hose stuck in there yet. I always give these a little nick, just to prove that they're brass. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time taking them apart. Correct? Then these guys, I gotta take the steel off so I can rip them apart. There's little brass tidbits on here on the ends. They just pop right out. Cut the plastic off. How far is too far, you know? Ian mentioned last night, he said he didn't think I would quit. I mentioned on a video that maybe just get a dumpster and throw everything in it and be done with it. But he's right. I can't let stuff like that just go into the dumpster without doing something to it, right? That's just me. I'm addicted to it. I like doing it. I just can't see not doing it. I will not do what some of the other ones have done or are doing, and they quit doing scrapping more or less, is go into that gold recovery. It requires chemicals. I'm not going to go that carried away, because then I'd never get out of this garage. On my own 2 feet, I'd probably be cordoned off as a hazardous zone. The government would have to clear it before anybody could come in here, and by then I'd be just a molten pile of human crap. The easiest way I can put it. Because I don't always like to follow directions. And if nobody tells you how to do it the proper way, it's trial and error. Right? It's like how some people set up their own meth labs and then they end up blowing the place up because they don't know what they're doing. Not saying I was going to do a meth lab, but you know what I mean. play with those chemicals to do the gold recovering on all the circuit boards. These are not brass. Not all of them have brass in them. There's another one. I'm thinking it's aluminum, but it's not even brass on the inside. It's white, cut very easy. Why not? They use aluminum wiring. Right. Those are brass. So it's supposed to be a nice warm. Whoa, warm. I'll call it warm. How about that? It's supposed to be about 44 Fahrenheit today down here. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little milder. How's that? Milder, not warmer. With a high of 48, gonna maybe reach 50. This isn't Fahrenheit. Don't get excited. It ain't Celsius. Nobody's cooking alive around here. Okay. All this stuff aside, you get back over there where you belong. Let's see, I got a stainless steel screen. Some of the dishwashers will give you that. That's when you take the hose, the little chunks of brass off the one end, right? There's a screen generally. This is the part that requires you to get the screwdriver out to take it off. This is usually inside of it underneath, not on top. Stainless steel screen. If anybody does hash, drugs, it's the same type you use in your pipe. A fine mesh doesn't allow anything to get through it. That's right. Throw the copper on the floor. Not where it belongs. Nice and warm in here this morning. It's already 70. It's only because it's fairly mild outside. But then again, I was in here at 6:30 this morning reloading just to get my heat built up. It was 50 when I came in here this morning. So that's not too bad. That's better than freezing, right? I think. Then this afternoon gets mild out, I'm going to go and attack some more of them dishwashers. I got to clean this off. So we need a torque bit. Some of these might be stainless. They're good stainless, see? So have an eye for them. Well, that's only if you take these apart. Gotta remember where it's used. It's in a dishwasher. But they do get away using sometimes the low grade of stainless. More plastic junk, more garbage. Oh, that was a good shot. That's sometimes the downfall of wearing gloves. You go to throw something, it hooks onto your glove and it doesn't go where you want it to. Yeah, I gotta look for a bit that's in my mess here. There he is. might be stainless. It's a good stainless. They got rust on them. See? They're not. They will be a form of stainless. They're not the kind you get good pay for. Okay, now I gotta get him off. And that requires taking the motor top apart first. Because there is one bolt that has to come out and it's in the middle, and I can't stop it unless you stop the motor from turning. Low gear. Come on. There we go. Got a little rubber on him, likes to hold in there. He's not even good stainless. And here's where all the water, all the action is. On that little turbo. You think they would use proper stainless. See how much is involved in taking your dishwasher apart? Can you see what's in there? Here's the blade that cuts up all your food that you don't take off your, it should just pop out of there. It's very sharp. It's not much of a blade, is it? That's what cuts all your food up when you don't clean your dishes off your dishwasher. Now that should be stainless. Let's see if it is. No. See that? It has a light attraction. So we can actually get, see, it came off the magnet easy, so we can actually get away with that one. That's the stainless bucket. Little bits and pieces add up. That one doesn't get brought in very often, because it takes a while to add all that up. Actually, now I think I can take him apart properly. Take those torque ones out. I need him again yet, so I got to keep him available. These will not be stainless. That was easy, because it's nowhere near the water. They're going to come apart now. No, still got more to take apart in here. Those are actually stainless because they're not sticking to my bit. Well, they're not either. Wow. Make a liar out of me. Not very nice. Still don't want to come apart. There we go. A little bit of persuasion. One little clip. Something like that. Tool. Everything holds something on, you know that? Okay. That's why we needed this bit set aside. We have the other half. dokie. Well, do you think it's copper? I don't know, it feels nice and heavy. A little bit of cutting, got that little steel thing in there to get out of. Much. They must have roped it after they varnished it. Normally this rope is held in the varnish. Well, I'm thinking aluminum. What are you thinking? Be nice if it was copper. It's not letting me cut the string very well. There. Get you out. Well, if it is copper, it's very soft. I'm going to find out here. Sometimes half of these motors are. Well, it's got Christmas colors, green and red. That usually is copper. Yes, it is. It uses something different. Everybody seems to be using these things. Mine are old, so bear with me. Yeah, see, it just folded. Well, that is copper. Now, what about the thick stuff? Like I said, sometimes it's just the thin, the finer stuff is copper, and the heavier stuff isn't. I'm thinking the heavier stuff is not. And I was right. The heavier stuff is aluminum. See, it's white inside. It's Snow White, not Red Riding Hood. It's not very nice. So the only good stuff to pull out is the copper, but now we do the whole motor, so it doesn't matter. This little guy has got a clip on him. One of those eyelet clips. You see that all right? This is my version of taking those eyelet clips out. I'm not going to use them again, right? See if I can spin it a bit. Or not. Come on. I'm just trying to get them out for you. That's him there. See how he's got the little holes in him? Snap ring pliers, that's what they're called. trying to think of the name, I couldn't think of it. Okay, this one's always put on nice and tight, so it always needs to be persuaded. It's the bearing that holds on so well. There we go. A little bit of cast aluminum. Oh, still left part of the bearing in there. Dirty aluminum, irony aluminum, whatever you want to call it. You gonna come out easy for me or what? Bingo. Okay, I didn't know where it went. Clean cast. So I have the rest to do. Clean this mess up just to bring another mess back in later on today. So if you like it, like it. If not, that's the temperature over here, not too shabby. It's a little after 10. Fire's going. Keeping me toasty warm. Sun is trying to come out. As you can see how glary it is. I think it's going to be an overcast day, but that's fine. I don't mind. As long as it's mild enough. So that's a little update of me playing in my garage. I appreciate all the comments. I still get the odd one where if I click on it, nothing happens, so I apologize if you're not getting an answer back. If you're watching the video, you understand. Maybe you comment and then you delete it right away. That's what I'm understanding. Other people are saying that. So, sorry. Can't say anything back to you except on the video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share or not. Have a nice day.